What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another segment right here on Off the Bench, right here on Everyday Kentucky. We are back at Locust Trace Agriculture Science Center right here in Lexington, Kentucky. I'm joined now by Paul Lawrence Dunbar, fencer, Craig Upton. Craig, what's going on, man? How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good.
To be quite honest with you, I have never talked to a fencer before. I've watched it. It's always intrigued me, but I've never had anybody to conversate with us. I'm actually really pumped to ask you some questions about this. So obviously I see USA Fencing on there, so obviously you're not no amateur. You know what you're doing out there. So walk me through it, man. Some people look at it as sword fighting. You know, what's the objective?
People call fencing physical chess, so it's sword fighting, but it's also a whole lot of mental strategy. So fencing, it's just kind of, you gotta get to 15 points. It's just score each touch. Every single time you stop, you score. You back to your line, you restart the whole thing. But it's all strategy in your head.
Do you get like certain points for where you stick the person?
No, well, there's 3 different weapons, so each one has a different set of rules. So the one that I do is called foil. So you can only hit people in their torso, so like neck, and then no legs, no arms, no
just
head.
All upper body.
Yeah.
Just straight torso for all through up here.
Yep.
And then when you're going through that, what is your mental process? I know you said there's a lot of strategy in it.
You gotta just kind of move back and forth, figure it out. You can try and give them your sword, see what they'll do, because the other person's gonna react as well. Whatever you do, they're gonna do something against you to try and keep you from scoring, right?
Right.
So you just gotta figure out what they're gonna do. Eventually you can figure them out. You can just basically counter them.
You complete the Environmental Science and Natural Resources Institute via the Bluegrass Community College. Why don't you tell me a little bit more about that?
I go to BCTC every Monday for a lab, and I have an asynchronous class, so just kind of online. So last semester I did an ecology class, it's just an intro to ecology, and this semester is hydrology, so it's like water formation, how everything like that works.
What do you plan on using that for, later on down the line? What do you want to get into?
I want to go to college and I want to get a degree. It's termed like forestry, fishery, and wildlife, so eventually I could go into working as either like a park ranger at a national park, fish and game warden, something like that.
We don't need any more fish and game wardens out there. We run into those dudes enough.
Yeah,
all right?
That's not really what I want to do. I want to work at like a fishery, like a national fishery, where they go and you can hatch out, grow out all the fish, stock ponds, stuff like that.
That's awesome, the actual science behind the fish. So I actually know of one, when I was in high school, my ecology class, I actually got to go with my teacher to a fish farm because one of our projects was we had to raise trout within our tank there. So that was always one of the more fascinating things I've learned in high school. But man, like I said, I wish I could sit here and talk about fencing more, but I can't just because we got to talk more about off the bench. But thank you, man, so much for coming out here and sit down with us, man. This has been awesome. Good luck moving forward in fencing. Hey, next time you have an event or something like that, or what do you call, is it a match?
We call them tournaments.
Okay, well, next time you have a tournament, let one of us know. I would love to come watch. To be honest with you, man, this seems really interesting.
Of course, they're all over. National events are pretty much anywhere across the country.
Well, maybe one day we'll see you in the Olympics, man. That's hopefully so. This has been another great segment of Off the Bench. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you guys next week.
Off the Bench with Cash Daniel, brought to you by UK Federal Credit Union.